Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Count Christo and this is the Roman Reclamation campaign. We had a very successful campaign against the Beyliks in the last episode. We retook these 4 provinces here, as well as quite a nice little pile of money and some ongoing war reparations from the 2 of them that we allowed to continue to exist here in Ardin and Mentanese. Next, we turn our eyes west to Thessaly. Now, currently, the communication efficiency has got recalculated over here, so now it's fairly quick. And let's just check. I suspect it's going from here to here to here to here. Let's just check that's right. 149, 2387. Yeah, I'm right. 147. Good. And here, now I'm curious. It might go directly from the capital to here. It might go through here. This is level 1 port, right? No, it actually doesn't. So it probably comes straight from the capital. Let's see, 1402. Yes. So it goes directly from the capital to here, and then across here. Now, there are a couple of ways we could speed this up. Firstly, we could build a port here, so it goes directly from the capital to here, and then across here. Second way is we could build roads in all of these provinces. Third way is we could build a port here, and it would go round. That might be faster. Probably not. This is also a big province. Ideally, we want it to arrive in a relatively small province and then move on from there. Could have it go here, 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 but would require a bit more urbanization on this province. We shall see. We shall see. We're going to recover a little bit of manpower, do a little bit of drilling, hopefully get a siege pip to redeem this. I mean, he's a good leader. Don't get me wrong, he's a good leader, but for a 100 tradition general, he's not the best. The knights are friendly with us right now. They're also allied to Venice. That's annoying. But they're allied to Athens, which is not allied to Venice, or guaranteed by Venice. So if we declare war on Athens, we could get war dynamism on this province, and then just seize this province. Yeah, that could work. Then we don't have to... Yep. I think that's probably what we're going to do. Got a... tidy income now. Doing very nicely. Is that all war reps still? No, we're getting a whole ducat out of war reps from these guys though. The Ardins are pouring in the cash. Why are you making so much money? Ardin? Okay, I think they're making much less this time. Right, it was probably another loan. Every time they take out a loan, we get to nick 10% of it. Which is pretty funny that it works that way. But I'm certainly not complaining. Not at the moment anyway. Okay, so we've caught it, which means there's more unrest. That's right, isn't it? There's less unrest in non-core. It's like -6, I think. -12 unrest in non-core. All right. Yes, this is going to be a bit of a problem. The intolerance is currently giving a -17, which is quite significant. I don't know the calculation for how intolerance grants unrest. They can't afford it. No, it's just no land access to capital. They would give us this, apparently. All we need is access to Georgia, which would require military access through these 2, both of whom detest us. For fairly good reasons. We're obviously natural enemies of each other, different religion, claims on each other, they have a core on us, all kinds of things. How long until we can finish off the Ottomans? 4 years still. We're only, it's important to note, we're only 20 years into the game. We've made some pretty substantial moves. Like I said, the early start with the Ottomans, with the Romans has got easier. Now they have all these extra cores. It used to just be claims they had on this area, which made it much tougher. We need 1 more province for the freaking theme system, I think. I think that hasn't updated, because it said 20 before this war, and we gained 4 provinces in this war. So I suspect that's going to update, say 24. Oh, well, actually, they need to be in the Greek or Anatolia regions. When it says Greek, where do you think it means? Oh, I never knew this. It has the province groups, themes, Patriarchate of Constantinople, Region 41. I guess that's sub-SR. It's probably subcontinent, but I guess that's short for super region. And then continent 1. Cool. Continent 11. Continent 11. Wait, what? Why is... Why is Anatolia in Africa? I'm a little confused. Also, there's areas shown as seismically active areas. How cool is that? And there's a patriarchy of something else down here. Also a seismically active area. That's really cool. I wonder if that shows flooding areas as well. Does this show as like a flood area? No. I guess that's calculated somewhere else. But that's cool. So the Greek and Anatolian region, well, I have to assume, you know, it's this, right? A religious power struggle. He's facing a challenge to his authority from within his own ranks. I think we remain neutral. I don't want to spend admin power. It doesn't concern me much if we have a short period of distracted religious leadership. So the other option to building a workshop here, is to find another province where we could productively put a workshop. And these places already have them, presumably. Let's check where actually already has workshops. We actually don't have one in Prussia. Oh no, they already have a corporation guild there. Whoa. Wow, we already have corporation guilds all over the freaking place. Yeah, we definitely want to build one in Constantinople and one over here. That'll seriously increase the production power in this region. Prussia, can I switch you up yet? I can. Nice. Change urban good. So I'm sorry about this, Prussia. It's going to crush your urban production skill. And now I can't access it to give them the boost. But I think it's worth it. As I've said, we're going hard towards linen and leather. I think we're going to turn off this fort, and this fort, and this fort. Oh dear. So, this is one of the big downsides of playing in this region. You know, you have the great advantage, as I spoke about the other day, we have the great geographical advantage that loads of trade has to flow through this point to come from the east. Any trade coming from here that wants to go into the Mediterranean has to come via us, which is fantastic for some things and terrible for others. Because it also means that, oh god, it's a devastating plague. Plagues also spread very easily through us because we are on such a thoroughfare. So let's enact some plague measures. Good. The burghers understand the situation, which means you it understands the crisis you're in, and they are cooperative. This will incur no cost. So you get 15% negative trade power. And this reduced the chance of the plague spreading between ports by 50%. Cool. Also, eliminates susceptibility malice that provinces have from its port level. Cool. So we can try restriction of trade. They don't want to do it. So if we do this, we lose all trade center bonuses for 5 years. They don't want to do it, so we could offer compensation, which is already exorbitantly expensive in terms of admin power. I talked about how silly this modifier is, the way it calculates how much it costs when you offer compensation for restricting trade. It just scales up the more and more trade centers you have, so it can end up costing literally thousands of admin points. We could also 75% chance it could leave with a crisis with the burghers, so I don't want to do that. In terms of plague doctors, I usually can't afford them, but right now we are in a position to afford them. Let's reduce the spread by 20%. Oh, by the way, it will, like the plague will spread to almost all our provinces. There's very little question about that. The actual question is the chance of it spreading somewhere is also the amount of strength of the plague that spreads there. So by doing this, which I think we will do, we want the logistics anyway. It's very expensive, but we can prevent a lot of harm to our people by doing this. Looks like all these guys, yeah, of course, because like I mentioned, I don't think it wasn't in this campaign, was it? But the loyalty of your estates increases quite dramatically as they get richer and more influential. So as long as you're expanding, your nobles and greater nobles and lesser nobles tend to be quite loyal. And as long as you're getting richer and getting more and more urban development, the burghers get happy. By the way, you can have a decade of self-rule, because you can always have a decade of self-rule, and I would like money on the pretense of a loan, because I would always like money on the pretense of a loan. And you can have a magnificent gift, and you can have a magnificent gift, and you can get demoted. And we shall back it up with military might. It's going to take quite a big loyalty hit. I would like to see where we demote them. You always want to demote, well, not always, no, I take that back. You almost always want to get rid of as many greater nobles as possible and turn them into lesser nobles. Because the lesser nobles' privileges are less bad. Kazamani, it's nowhere particularly important. I really want them to demote in in the capital, which I believe is still controlled by the greater nobles right now. No, it's lesser nobles. Good. Nice. Got them out of Pagea. Ooh, there's some marble being mined here. Cool. I don't really value mining complexes. I think maybe I should value them more. Vodin, it's over here. Cool. You can see, of course, on this map mode where they're where they were and where they're going. Do we have? We don't have any free states, so because I would like to state the Macedonian area because there's a bit of an urbanization here, especially in Vandar. Then maybe I should save the state for Moria. We're probably going to want to take quite a few idea groups that give extra states. Like Empire ideas could be good. Does Administrative ideas give you any more states or just state maintenance? Just state maintenance, it looks like. But yeah, Empire ideas I think is would be a very good one. Because the state count in MEIOU&Taxes is even more limited than in the base game, although it does tick up faster with tech, I think. Well, maybe that isn't faster. It's a big motivation to have a focused, tall nation where you just have as much land as you can fit in your states, because you know you're getting less money from the places that you don't put in your states, but they're still contributing high court costs and education costs and things like that. Speaking of education costs, has the funding gone down? It's gone. The endowment has gone down. Okay. Let me think about that for a second. So, let's say we're not doubling the church contribution. That means we're only doubling our contribution with our education modifier. That means it's 16 plus 14 is 30. 30 should be going up to 600. So why is it going down? I'm confused. The university modifier is still 2, yeah? Yeah. I don't understand. I'm going to try and... you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a spreadsheet. I'm going to do it... someone has been commenting. I'm so sorry, I've forgotten your name. Is it Andy? I'm very sorry, I've forgotten your name. Someone was commenting on one of my Prussia videos. They found the new Arumba, and I found this hugely flattering. Because I used to watch a crazy amount of Arumba's videos. I think I've watched all Arumba's videos that came out before I started YouTube, probably like 3 or 4 times. Obviously, I have less time to watch videos now because I used to watch them when I was playing games. And obviously, now when I'm playing games, I can't record because I'm recording myself. Sorry, I can't watch videos because I'm doing it myself. But yeah, someone was saying they thought I was the new Arumba. First off, you know, he's still around, so I don't claim that title. And I'm not saying I am, but I did find it extremely flattering. So I've made that comparison. But in some ways, the comparison is apt. For example, in between episodes, I'm going to make a spreadsheet and I'm going to work out, or at least try, what the heck is going on with education spending. Because if we're contributing 30 ducats per year, and it goes down, which goes up, 30 ducats per year, and it goes down by 5%, why the heck isn't it trending towards 20 times the amount we're putting in? Because that's right, isn't it? But I'm aware that my maths isn't excellent, so I should use spreadsheet to be sure. What the heck? This is overpowered. That's so good. And it happens amongst the clergy. Normally this gives, if you're a Catholic, this gives -10 papal influence. Or +5 papal influence, -5 prestige. But -10 church influence? That's so strong. Let's do it. What the heck? The church influence updated immediately. I thought it took ages to reflect new changes. Cool. I think you need it above 35. Well, probably 33.3. Maybe let's call it 35 to get a missionary from the fact that you have church influence. Because you can get 0. You can go to 0 missionaries if your church influence is low enough. That will, of course, mean they start giving us less for education spending. But yeah, my mental math is not good enough to be confident. Or maybe I'm just lacking in confidence, I don't know. But it's, generally, my mental math is not good enough to be confident of things that I just work out. So I'm going to try using Excel to work out what it should trend towards if the maths is right. And so the likely answer to my misunderstanding about education spending is just that the maths is wrong. So then I'll go digging around and try and figure out what the right maths is. Spreading the faith? Not really. I don't recall spreading the faith recently. I mean, I guess we've conquered areas of non-religious. Maybe that's what it counts. As spreading the faith. There are some Orthodox people down here. Oh no, those aren't Orthodox. There's a Chalcedonian. Chaldean, maybe? The Assyrian Church of the East represents non-Roman Christianity, spread by the apostles who went east into Persia. The church, sometimes called the Chaldeans, spread to the Middle East and Asia. Without state support, it gradually died out in many places, leaving behind beautiful churches and haunting graveyards. They shared the key belief with Nestorians, but predate them by centuries. Cool. The plague, by the way, is bad. Plagues are... Wow. Chaldee has been passed over. So we got a severe plague in the capital, unfortunately. Yeah, so we lose 3,600 manpower, and we lose 25 stability. Now, I'm going to be a bit cheesy here. We're not going to lose any manpower. So you queue up your manpower, you take the event, you cancel the queue. There's it back. So we did lose something, I've lost 100, but and we didn't lose any stability on that dice roll, so that's very good. Yeah, so this plague is a lot less bad than it could have been. If we hadn't taken those quarantine measures, we might have got a devastating plague. They've got devastating throughout their whole central area. That's so bad. The Mamluks are going to be absolutely butchered by this. You can see the amount of trade in this node has gone down by 40%. Probably just from dead urban pops. Whereas we just have a relatively minor plague. But yes, plagues will often start near us. They'll often come to us because of big trade routes and lots of naval connections. And they can, in fact, start in Constantinople. We can have endemic plagues. We did lose 20,000 urban population in this plague so far. It is still a severe plague, even with all of our attempts to mitigate it. Monasticism, I'm going to do nothing again. Continue to try and discourage the monks. How are you doing in terms of vassalage? Up to a 6 now, pretty close. I don't think I should change my stance, because you can't set an attitude of domineering, so that became a guarantee. I think we have do we have a maxed out opinion bonus? No, there isn't an opinion bonus, that's right. We need it up to 90 to be able to actually offer it. Sorry, 190 to be able to actually offer it. Yeah, without the alliance that'll be a bit trickier, but still eminently doable. Send a pious missionary. So next war's got to be Athens, right? Athens with a non-full call to the knights, resulting in war dynamism on 2 of their provinces. Yeah, we might struggle in the naval battle, but if we do, that's fine. I'll just settle for having this province. It's actually not maintained right now. Oh man, you tempt me, knights, you tempt me. Let's raise our forts. Yeah, let's go to war now. There's a plague going on. It's perfect time. There are some definite disadvantages to fighting well with the plague. You get more attrition if you siege stuff down when there's a plague. But the advantage is there's actually lower population in these provinces right now because they're suffering from a plague. So you take less aggressive expansion. It takes less war score to take them, because there's a plague going on. So you can strategically use plagues to grab land at good moments. I did that to great effect in a couple of campaigns I played in Italy, where there were provinces that I physically could not take because they caused like 70 global aggressive expansion, which would result in the whole HRE declaring war on me. But if I waited for a plague, it was only 40, and then I could just avoid it. Treason! How dare they? This is unfortunate. Corrupted army rolls, or lose loyalty on the nobles and gain army professionalism. That's fine. Lesser nobles are the ones that are more peeved with us already, but army professionalism is very valuable. Nice! We got up to a conscription army. We now regain manpower when disbanding. Right, let's stop drilling. You can't have a mothballed fort on my, not on my board. Well, yeah, on my border. It's not next to my army, is what I was thinking, but on my border and not expect me to come and take it from you knights. So I'll wait for 1 tick of morale, which should be plenty. I guess it's because they don't expect us to go to war with them, because they're friendly to us. Though we're hostile to them, so they should know better, really. So I'm going to declare an imperial reconquest, which is 25% less aggressive expansion. The knights in Cyprus will join. I'll make the war goal this one. They're going to siege down some of this area while we occupy this fort, but that's okay, honestly. We declared on the 1st of February very intentionally. I didn't want to move my army closer until they were like, oh dear, a nearby army, better put the fort up. But since I declared on the 1st, we'll probably be able to get there before the monthly tick. Indeed we have, which means this is not actually a minus 57% chance. It is a 100% chance. We're going to restrict looting. The only times we're going to loot is, there's a couple of specific circumstances. Firstly, we have to not care at all about the opinion of the local people. Secondly, it's when we're looting a rival. So, gosh, we're losing quite a lot of stuff for various reasons, aren't we? Yeah, mediating and all that kind of stuff. We've got loads of money. What am I doing? We should have a whole host of advisors. Let's go with level 1s for now. I mean, morale of neighbours is so useless. I like all these new portraits. It's very cool. I only relatively recently got all the portrait DLCs, so they're new to me. This lady here looks pretty good. Mill tech cost down. Morale of armies up. Land maintenance, though. We are about to take a mill tech. Let's get her. Oh, God, she's Sunni. I didn't notice. All right, we should probably kick her out. You can get some bad events. There are some good events as well from having people of different cultures and things, but I think maybe we should get rid of her. All right, so we've got this Inquisitor. Is it Inquisitor? Yeah, nice. Which opens up some new options. If we were at peace, I think we could force heretics to convert. Yeah, we could. Ooh, be risky. We could kick out all of these Sunni people. Get some money off them too. If we wanted to do it on a more, slow, peaceful level, we could try converting this province. 52 months is a very long time, and some of our modifiers may well change, so I don't think I'm going to... Well, 52 months is not that long. Let's do it. It's a bit expensive, but 52 months to do it costs, what, 1 ducat a month? 0.55 because of... Is that because of inflation or because of base? I can't see the calculation. Oh dear, did our general die? Our good general already died? Come on. Tudors are on the rise already. Cool. So, already got this fort, which means we should be seeing some war dynamism on the next monthly tick. Fantastic, but we'll finish this war in the next episode. Until then, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.